We're back. All right. So, if you can see, I was doing some calculations. Woo, that joint like jibber jabber. Handwriting's not the best. My mom probably get on me if she seen that chicken scratch. All right. So, what I did was, I just got the empty miles, the loaded miles, add them together. How many gallons would that take for that trip? Times, and I did regular. I just did the average of gas prices, and what I did was $1.95. I don't know if that's high. I don't know if that's low. I think the fuel here is, I don't know. I just did $1.95 for fuel. Okay, so just go with me. So for 1 week, my first week, if I was Alliance, okay. My first run, zero empty miles, 734 loaded miles. Okay, that's 104 gallons is what I got. I did it at 7 miles per gallon because that's what I'm getting average on this truck, on the 2012 Peterbilt 587. Okay, so where am I at? So what I would have made on that load was $756 if I was Alliance. Okay. My next load was empty miles was 330 miles. Loaded miles was 1168. Okay. Now the empty miles ought to made 86 cents a mile. Loaded miles ought to made, if you add the fuel surcharge, which is 17 cents plus 86 cents, that's 103. Check my math. I would have made $1,400. Well, $1,468 on that trip. My third run, 16 empty miles, 806 loaded miles. And I would have made $843 on that load. Okay? 117 gallons worth of fuel. Now, with those 3 loads, okay, shoot, I should have added up all the miles. I don't feel like doing that. But as a company driver, what I calculated with taxes and everything, okay, would have been, I would have made $816 for that week. All right, $816. Yes, that's what I would have made as company, or that's what I did make. I should have probably just calculated by settlements, but whatever. But if I was Alliance, okay, if you add in the formula that he gave us with our fixed costs, okay, with this high expensive stuff over here, okay, 1702, okay, as a Alliance, I would have made $3,067, right? Come on, Alfalfa. Come on, Alfalfa. I'd have made $3,000. Now, if you minus your expenses, 1702, I would have made $1,300. All right, 1,365. 800, 1,365. 800, 1,365. Okay. Now, if I would have that's calculating you going overboard with your fuel. Okay. Now, if for some reason I live in a perfect world and I only put in enough fuel to get me to where I'm going, then I only would have spent $1,500. My fixed expenses would have been $1,500. Okay, $1,531. All right, subtract that from 3,067. I would have had $1,536. Okay, $1,536. Okay, that's Alliance. Company, 816. Alliance, 1,500. Company, 816. Okay. Okay. Now, again, I'm not saying my stuff is right. Okay, because like I said, I could be a dummy. I dropped out of school in preschool, so I'm just going off the formula that I was given. Okay, I dropped out of school in kindergarten. Okay, so that's the first week. Second week, 402 miles empty, 1,300 miles 62 loaded. Okay, 252 gallons worth of fuel that I would need at $1.95. Now I think the fuel is cheaper than that, but I just like to go on the high end because I'd rather be surprised that, oh, I'm making more than being surprised that, oh shit, I'm making less. You know what I'm saying? So on that load, I would have made $1,700. Okay, $1,747. Then I got some BS because I got routed to Laredo for some BS, and then I had to go back up. And empty miles was 0. I think this is leaving Stevens. And loaded miles was 438 miles. Okay, I would have made $451 as Alliance, and the fuel would have been 62 gallons. Now, as Alliance, and me learning stuff, if I was Alliance, I would have never accepted that load. 438 miles, I can't pay my truck payment with that. So I would have never accepted that load. So this week is some BS. Okay. Then I don't know if that, whatever, one of these weeks I didn't get a paycheck, I don't think. Or maybe I didn't put it right in my calendar. But let's just say that I didn't make any money. So then my truck payment and all my other stuff is coming out. And I'm thinking just to try, I don't know if this is right, but I think just the truck payment comes out. I don't know. So what I did was just the truck payment, which is $795. Okay. So that week I'm in the negative. Okay. That's business. Okay. If you got a problem with in business, I'm gonna let you know. Okay. You're not always gonna make money as the owner. Now your employees, you got to pay them. Okay. Like On Point Trucking Concept said when I watched this video, I think it was yesterday, but he probably had loaded the video like 3 days ago because I'm so behind. But he forgot to turn in his trip sheets, but he still got to pay his employee. He didn't make any money, but of course the next week, once everything gets adjusted, he'll get his money. But that's a part of doing business, man. That's a part of doing business. So if you're not about that life, stay company and get your $800. So the next week, let's see, I got 342 miles empty. Loaded, I got 1,849 miles loaded. Did I say unloaded? I meant empty. That's so okay. That's 313 gallons that I would need to get that trip done if I'm going 7 miles per day. You know what I'm saying? On that trip, if I was Alliance, I'd have made $2,198. Okay. The next trip I did that week, 275 empty, 918 loaded. What I would have made on that trip is $1,181. Okay, for that load, it would be 107 gallons that I would need. Now, if I was company, I would have made a good old $885 on that. Yes, that's what I would have made. $885. Now, with the way I got my stuff set up, that's fine. It's not bad. I could live with that. I could. That's what I said. It's not really a rush. Whatever. But as Alliance, with my truck payments and all that, this is with what he gave me, the $1,702, your fixed income. Okay, I would have made $3,379 before I took out any expenses. But when you take the expenses out, that gets you $1,677. That's what I would have made that week. Okay, so, you know what? That last week, I'm sorry. I didn't. Okay, but anyway, let's stay with this week. I'll go back to that. 885, 1677. Okay, now if I would have did the fuel the way I was supposed to, I would have spent more fuel than what he got on here. So that was 1643. Okay, so 1600, 800. You tell me. Now, business, when I said I didn't make so much, I won't try to scam you or nothing. I would have made more in company if I would have did the fixed income that he gave, the fixed expenses that he gave me. Because I would have only made $496 for this week if the formula that he gave me, but I would have made $595 as company. Now, if I did my fuel right, I would have made $791 compared to $595. Okay, you do the math. And this week that I'm on now, we have 10 minutes. Okay, the load that I'm doing now, 233 empty, 1,614 loaded. I'll be making $1,862. Gallons I would need is 263 gallons. Okay, at 195. Okay, I would have made 1862. Now, if I didn't do any other loads this week with that formula he gave me, I would have only made $100, $160. Okay, if I would have did the fuel, if I only used the fuel I needed, $555. Okay. They'll do company. I think if I was company though, I would have made more money if I didn't do anything else. I would have made $509. But once I do this trip and do my next trip, because this 18, I done already paid my truck. So I just did an average of 3,000 miles for the week. That'll leave me with 1,153 miles. I just did 153 miles empty and 1,000 miles loaded. Company, where did I put that at? I think it was 1161. So that 1,161 would come to me because I've already paid my truck off. Okay. Now, company, if you add the 1153, I'd have made $830. Okay. I think if you add it, I added. Okay. I don't know what I did. I'm over here going crazy. I think it's $13.97. Oh, okay. Alliance, if I added everything together, $1,300. Company, $800. Okay. Even though I know it sounded crazy, but just the end is what I'm talking about. 13 to 8. Okay. 16 to 8. 4 to 5. 13 to 8. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Because if you stay company at Stevens, if you're going to stay at Stevens and stay company, you're going to make $800 a week, which is fine. But if you're going to stay at Stevens, you want to make more, then Alliance is where it's at. Okay, of course, you got to pay your taxes and blah, blah, blah. But hopefully you're good with your money and you'll be okay. Okay. Now, if you want to stay company and make, more cent per mile, then you're going to have to go, over there at night. They 38 cent a mile. They got the sliding scale and stuff like that. It's all in what you make it. That's all I'm saying. And right now at Stevens, I'm making it do what it do. So all together for this 1 month, I'd have made $3,986. And that's if I'm using his formula. If I do perfect world and I use just the fuel I need, I would have made $4,000 for the month. Okay. For company, I did not add up the company, did I? Sure didn't. But just add up 8, 5, 8, and 5. Okay. I just don't. That's a lot. All I'm saying is, I hope this is informational. Because I just rambling and I got 25 seconds of covering. I just see making money in Alliance. Okay. Oh, this joint ain't got long, so we're gonna have a part 3. Hopefully this is good, but if not, it's good for me. On to part 3.